Welcome back to my channel, His Love, Her Home, where this mom talks love, learning, and truth when it comes to homeschool and motherhood. If it's your first time around here, my name is Frances and I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of 4. Today, we are going to get right into our November plans for the month. Wow, November is already here and the year is almost over. So we kind of already started our plans because when it gets to a certain point in Thanksgiving and we start our little break, I don't want to be still doing stuff, because I want to take a break, right? So I made it simple and to the point. We are not doing a lot of add-on things. I don't like to add on so much because honestly, we already have enough. But I love to create fun family things to do. And as I continue to serve you guys, if you do have any questions that about homeschooling or about motherhood, please drop them in the comments and I will create a video to answer that question for you. So please don't hesitate. Drop all your questions and I will be sure to answer them for you. First things up, I wanted to show you, if you saw my homeschool update video, you know that I had to change some things about my 4th graders spelling. So what I did was I purchased these deluxe stamp kit because this is going to be a hands-on activity for him to do, to stamp out the words that he is learning for the week. So I'm going to see how this goes, but he's been doing like dot-to-dot letters and writing them, just basic stuff, putting them in a sentence, which I still make him do. But yeah, it's been working, and he got 1 wrong on his last test, so it's improving. So we're moving in the right direction. What we're doing for November, the first thing is Big Life Journal. This is 25 instant family positivity boosters. So this is a sheet that I'm using, and if you don't know, if you do sign up for the Big Life Journals email list, they send you free stuff, free activities that your child can do. Big Life Journal is a business that teaches your child to have a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. So I saw this and I was like, oh, I'm adding this, and this is to help with the thing I'm going to show you next. The next thing is by Leslie Martino, and this is 30 Days of Connection. This is also a free printable that she has on her website. I will list it. And so for me, that is what our November theme is, 30 Days of Connection. So just us connecting every day and doing something as a family. That is leading up to, we are going to do Community and Connection, which is by Tori from the Ogilvy's Ohana, and the illustrator is Misty from Teach Them Fun. This unit study has a lot in it. You learn about trees, your brain. You get to sit down as a family and make Thanksgiving dinner and plan it. And at the end, you invite everybody over to create connection and community. So there's Bible verses in there. It talks about gratitude and mindfulness. It is really packed with some good stuff. So through this unit study, we are just using the books to create family connection. We will do some of the activities, but not all of the activities. And I will fully read through it and let you know next month when I put out my December plans how the unit study was and all that good stuff. I'm just going to show you a couple of books that were on the unit study. There were a couple of books that I had a hard time getting, but I will advise, check your library. If your library doesn't have it, you can interlibrary, which means they can get it from outside of your library. Sometimes that works. If not, I would check library apps like Hoopla, if you ever use them, or Libby. Sometimes they have the actual ebooks on there that you guys can just read on the phone or a tablet. So don't think that you need to purchase all the books, because you can just use your library. So let me show you some of the books that are in the unit study. The first one is Dolly Parton, I Am a Rainbow. I thought this was a pretty book. I didn't even know Dolly Parton wrote a book. First for me. The next one is A Last Stop on a Market Street. And this is by Matt De La Pina. Pictures by Christian Robinson. I heard about this. People like this, so I can't wait to read it. And then the one that Tori says you should really have is the DK, The Magic and Mystery of Trees, because you do a whole week of stuff about trees. And you know, guys, DK always shows up and gives you beauty when it comes to their books. We know that, right? Beauty. The next one is Eyes That Kiss in the Corners. This is by Johanna Ho. The next one is Fry Bread, A Native American Story by Kevin Noble Millard. This is a nice book. The next one is Magnificent Homespun Brown, A Celebration. This is by Samara Cole Doyon. The next one is Tomatoes for Neela. This is by Padma Lakshmi. Don't quote me on that one. All of these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful books. I cannot wait to get into them and read them. Yeah. And so those are the books that I have already. My library is still getting a couple more for me that, yeah, it took me a hard time to find them. And I have 2 of them on my library app. So I did try to get all the books. The one that I had the hardest getting is Alphabets for Humanity, which for me, I think it was like $23 on Amazon. I'm like, no, I'm not buying that. So I did add in one book, and this book is because I had this already. I always like to go through my stuff and see what I have so that I can add to something. And this book is called Gratitude is My Superpower. A children's book about giving thanks and practicing positivity. So you know, Thanksgiving is all about being thankful. And if you want to see how I incorporate all this stuff into my homeschool, you can always come over on Instagram to see a more up close and personal day-to-day of our life. The last thing I want to show you, because this unit study also does talk about mindfulness, is these calm mindfulness flashcards. This is something else that I'm adding in, or we're already doing it. And because the unit study does talk about mindfulness, how do I say this? Trying to help your kids to learn how to sit and focus. It's not an easy thing. It's hard when your child is a child that moves all the time but wants to be active and do all that good stuff. And that's fine because they're free to do it in homeschool. But teaching them that sometimes it's a time to slow down and be quiet and listen, like that is good too, because at the end of the day, we can give our kids all the freedom that they want. And of course, for me, I would love for all of my sons to be entrepreneurs and not have to go to work for anybody. But all in all, you still have to grow and mature in life and know when it's ready to sit down and study and when it's time to play, right? Right. So guys, this is all that I have for you today. Again, if you have any questions about homeschooling, any questions about motherhood, drop them in the comment. Please do not hesitate. And guys, remember, do what serves your home. And this mama will check you out next time. Bye.